Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and I'm a candy addict. I'm also a craft addict, so today I'm going to show you how I've combined my two addictions. So today we're going to make these really cute candlestick candy jars. I love these because obviously they've got candy in them and it's crafting, so what could be better? So to get started, you're just going to have a few unfinished candlesticks. I've used two different sizes for mine, two that are 9-inch and one that's 6 3/4. You're also going to need what we call a candy jar kit. And in the candy jar kit is 2 wooden circle plaques, a little circle wafer, and a knob. You're also going to need a glass jar. This one I got from Hobby Lobby. You could use any glass jar that you wanted to, but I like these ones. They work pretty good. So this project is really easy to do. I mean, it's really easy. The hardest part is keeping your hands out of the candy jar and also waiting, because there is a lot of waiting time for this project. So what you need is some spray paint. I love this spray paint. This is Rust-Oleum 2x coverage. Best spray paint ever. You're gonna love it. This one is heirloom white. I like the heirloom white because it will go all year in my house. I can change out the candy, change out the ribbons, and it will always look good. The white's always gonna look good. You could do black, red, any fun colors that you wanted to, but I went with this one. But use this brand. This is the best brand ever. So to get started, you're just gonna get a sanding block or some sandpaper, and you're just gonna lightly sand the edges of your circles, just so they're nice and smooth. Your other candlesticks, the ones that I use, are made out of birch, so they don't require a lot of sanding. And then you're just gonna spray paint everything. Obviously, outside or in a box or somewhere where a spray paint isn't gonna get everywhere. So I've got these pieces already done. It takes a few coats to do everything. 1 can of spray paint will typically, for me, has done all my candlesticks, all 3 of my kits, and then the lid to your jar. So with these Hobby Lobby lids, they are kind of shiny, but in order to make this spray paint adhere, you're gonna use a sanding block, and you're just gonna rough them up. Just scratch them up so they kind of look like a brushed nickel when you're done. And then you're gonna spray paint this. That way it will match all the rest of your pieces. So now we're gonna start with the assembly. You're just gonna take one of the wooden circles, and I'd like to start at the bottom, and one of the candlesticks. And any wood to wood pieces, you're going to use wood glue. So I'm just gonna take some wood glue, and I'm just gonna put it onto the bottom of my candlestick, and then just line it up onto my circle. Now it's going to take a few minutes to dry, but we've got other things to do, so I'm just going to kind of move that one over to the side. Then you've got your jar lid. This is metal, so we're going to use E6000 to glue the wood to the metal. And E6000 is awesome stuff. It is an industrial strength glue, and it is perfect for this project. So just get a little bit of glue. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just onto your circle. And then you're just going to add this to the lid. It's just going to give it a little bit of dimension and just kind of give it a good look when we're all done. Then I'm going to take my knob. And I'm just going to add wood glue to this. So any wood to wood pieces are wood glue. The wood to the glass or the wood to the metal, we're going to use E6000. So that's important to know what glues you're using. And then just add that knob. Just kind of do your best. Get over the top of it. Make sure it's lined up pretty good. And everything needs to dry. Okay, then you're going to flip your glass jar over, and then you have this really thin wooden wafer piece. And you're just going to use the E6000. Since it's not wood to wood, E6000 is the way to go. And you're just going to do, this jar's nice because it's got little ribs in it. Just inside those ribs, you're just going to do a little line of glue. And then I'm just going to add my circle just on top of that. Perfect. And then you're just going to let kind of everything dry. Once this is ready, since we've got wood to wood, we're just going to do some wood glue around the top and then we're just gonna add it like this and let it dry. Pretty easy. Now to get the 3 sizes of jars, for the large one I used a large candlestick with a large jar. The medium is a large candlestick with a small jar, so there's a difference there just in the jars. And then the small is a small candlestick with a small jar. That way it kind of gives some character, gives some dimensions, some different heights to your candy. And then you just fill them with candy, change out your ribbons for the seasons and holidays. Really fun to do. You can check the description for a coupon code, and you can get more tips and tricks on thewoodconnectionblog.com.